So, okay, we talked. Surprise, surprise! We talked before we started recording. We
Yeah,
also walked. Don't worry about that.
yeah,
We
we've
were
been
on something.
walking, etc. Yes, yes.
I mentally compartmentalized uh, what we were saying before we realized. Oh, we gotta record. Uh, the human body, evolutionary designed to nod forever. That's my
Mm. Yeah,
standing point.
forever. Do you think like a human can just like not stop nodding? Is that what you're implying?
Uh, I don't know. I
I'm
don't
hitting
know.
you
You
with the
were
hard
just
hitting
going on.
questions at it.
I liked it
No,
better when you. I liked
here's
it better when you went to me and said that humans were meant to do side to side, and
no,
I wanted to
yeah.
go into this tangent that there are enemies up above as well as side to side because that was where I was. That was my
Oh,
angle.
see what I was pitching originally is that like you said humans were made to nod, so I was like, oh, you're kind of like it's a human nod and saying yes. You're looking at life as a glass half full kind of person. So I was like, I'm the contrarian here, right? My
Okay, yeah. As
role.
soon as you said that, that made me upset because we are on completely different planes.
Yeah, no, it's true. We're just completely just swapped wavelengths. Not even swapped, just like it's when you go for a high five, but both of you miss. You know that feeling? Yeah,
That's just
we should have the audience vote which bit they're more leaning towards.
what kind of humor do you want this bit to be?
Call
Do
in
you want it to
now.
be? Do you want it to be shock humor? Do you want it to be wholesome humor?
Do you want it to be? You heard of brick jokes? That's when you set it up at the beginning. Don't pay it off till way later. This is comedy. I mean,
Oh,
I watch
that's so
Scratch and
lazy.
Max. What's lazy?
I don't want to. I don't want to wait until I don't know hour 3 until I tell the punchline.
Oh yeah, but that's the thing, right? You don't have to come up with the punchline immediately, so you can wait until like hours later and be like, "Hey, remember that thing I said earlier?" Good
That's
times.
too stressful. That's too stressful. It's always
Because
gonna be in the back of my mind. It's just never
mm,
gonna work.
sure, sure. No, I feel that. I mean, yeah, I don't want to plan ahead my conversations, but maybe that's the issue. You know, maybe I should be planning. Okay,
Uh,
let me ask. I mean, I should be planning ultimately, but is it a weird thing? Is it a weird person thing? I've never done this, but to go into a conversation with pre-planned topics in mind.
oh. uh, I mean, I guess that's okay if you're meeting new people.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm gonna walk up to you and have like a list in my head of 5 different topics, I don't know. That's weird. That's weird in my eyes. If you're going to somebody you know and you're just like, okay, number 1, the weather. Number 2, Marvel movies.
But there's gotta be people who do this, you know, like 100%.
Yeah, I guess so. There's no bashing towards them.
No, no,
It's
there's no
just
bashing. It's just like, oh shit. It's probably like, oh, I'm meeting up with Ellen at 5. Actually, I have been in this situation. Not where I plan it out, but I'm like, fuck, man. Seeing how that went, I should have planned it out. Like,
well,
honestly.
no. Well, no. Okay, this right here is the half glass full, half empty. Okay, because what I'm going to proposing to you is
Okay.
rather making a list of what you should talk about. For every person you meet, you already immediately make a list of what not to talk about.
Mm. Oh, okay. This is interesting. I'm listening.
Okay?
Like,
If
okay.
I'm like with you, I know you don't give a shit about any fucking Marvel movie that I saw like a month ago.
Yeah.
You don't give a damn. Except like if it's just like weird or something. I don't know.
Oh,
Or
sure.
fucking mm, what do I fucking I talk to you about? It's how I play in Smash Brothers, where my move sets like I don't
But
Like, there's nothing for you to chew on.
well, hold on. No, you've never brought this topic up to me. It's a glass half full. It's a glass half full or a glass half empty to believe that that we're about to burst all major franchises and companies.
What the fuck? We were talking about Smash moves. I was actually gonna make a bit about this. See, we got so many bits. Anyways,
it's too many.
Why the fuck did I say that? That's such like a fucking weird podcaster thing to do.
What is?
I hate. I go. We have so many bits. Haha. Like to point it out to be mad. I fucking.
Oh,
why
sure.
did I say that?
No, I have an issue with that too. I always wanna point out like the bits I do. I do this honestly not funny bit. But it's just like you have those bits. This might just be a me thing, but I have like bits that I know purposely like don't get a laugh, but I like have to say it as like an itch in my brain. So like I'm around people. I hang out with a lot of people who are older than me in my friend group, and like they're like, oh, my back started hurting, or like they talk about their age, getting older, and I'm like, wow, I'm glad that'll never happen to me. And the joke is hubris, right? And it's not that funny of a joke, but I point it out and say it. I don't know. That's all.
What do you mean? What do you do?
What do you mean? Oh,
I like go, haha, bad joke.
No, I don't say that. No, I feel like that's suicide. Like that's like, haha, oof, wow, what a wallop that, right? Am I right? Huh. But it's just like
I wish I had a rewind button.
Oof, what a stinker, huh? I'm just saying, you wouldn't see that in Comedy Central.
Yeah, it's like you see the last episode, and it's gonna be like, oh, this was in 2021, and the next one is a year later. What happened in that year? And it just keeps going, living. It keeps going. Being alive in the year 2021 and the first half of 2022 just kept happening.
So do you want it to stop?
I wanted to get better.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think it's very telling how the next recording just feels like it's deteriorating.
Yeah,
because it's exhausting.
They're tiring. I mean, yeah, don't get me fucking started on this breathing shit. I'll tell you. Oy vey.
Yeah. I think I might go through the Tarantino movies again, but specifically, I saw Pulp Fiction. I finished it today.
Do you think it still holds up?
It's a good movie, but you have to keep in mind, this kind of makes Quentin Tarantino look like a shitty little loser.
Oh yeah, because that's not what he is. He doesn't need, or he needs help with that. What am I saying? Anyways.
So, I mean, whatever. You have your opinion of Tarantino, but I just think it's kind of a little lame to put yourself in the movie and have it so that you can say like a hard R N-word like 5 times, but also have 2 like big name at the time, even now, then actors, fucking Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta. You have them talk about feet for 5 minutes in the beginning of your movie. It's like,
I mean,
it's like, okay, buddy.
Kill Bill.
I mean, obviously, the whole shit with Uma Thurman in both movies that she's been in, where it's like feet stuff. That's already like a given. All right.
Yeah.
That's another topic. I'll put a pin in that. But there is that. It's just those 2 things with Uma Thurman, the feet thing. Those 3 things. It's like I keep that in mind. It's like Pulp Fiction is a good fucking movie, but these things are making me put it down a score or a rating or however you want to fucking say it.
I mean, that's and I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but that's like a lot of Tarantino like movies. It's just like, oh, he's just like publicly like gross. Like, what's the Robert Rodriguez one that he did with him? It's like From Dusk Till Dawn.
It was like Bulletproof or something.
Something like that.
Death Proof. Yeah, that was Death Proof.
It's the one where like somebody sticks their foot in like I'm not sure if it's Tarantino's mouth or if it was like an actor, but I was just like, oh, this is just like okay.
That was Tarantino. No, you're talking about Dusk Till Dawn.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Death Proof. No. Yeah, Dusk Till Dawn.
Dusk Till Dawn.
They get an actor to play a dancer in Mexico, I believe, or somewhere. It's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, stick her toe in Quentin Tarantino's character's mouth.
Yeah.
While like alcohol drips or something.
Yeah. It's a little distracting. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh, this is just your blatant fetish in this movie.
Yeah. If you do that shit, I'm telling you right now, you put your fetish in your art, and it's too distracting and not the point of the whole theme, it's going down a level.
So you're saying if it was the point, do you think if Tarantino just came out and made an entire movie where it was like blatantly just like, hey, this is my foot fetish movie, you'd have more respect for it? All right.
Because I know shitty person. I think Tarantino's a shitty person, but
he is.
Yeah, but you. Some people know when to make a fucking point out of the movie, and I'm not gonna fucking like bite my tongue about this like Tarantino does. Tarantino knows how to do that shit.
Yeah.
Tarantino's an asshole. He did that shit again in Django, where he get to play a character at the end that got to say the N-word in a very southern accent, And
it's like, why do you want to say it so bad, Tarantino?
When he does that, it's like I only view him as like this. He's like fucking like that one kid in class who just like smirks with his teeth and gums showing.
Do you think he's like the kind of person who's like he just thinks it's funny, or he's like, I got away with it? Like, that's what it is, right?
Yeah, he thinks he's like slick,
but he's just an asshole.
Yeah, I want to like smack him in the back of the head and all of his hair falls out.
I mean, I'd believe it if he told me it was just fucking glued on there. Just like a couple strands. Let me talk to you about this. You play Uno? You played Uno. Everyone's played Uno. I mean, I don't know everyone, but Uno's Uno. So, I was playing Uno the other day with a couple friends. How do you feel about... So there's different rules of Uno. Everyone's got their house rules. But when a +2 rolls around, I'm asking you this, right? It's perfectly fine to go and add a +2 on top of it, so that shit stacks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, when a +4 was around, you could add a +4 to that. Can you add a +4 to a +2? And that shit will stack.
I like a little spice in my game.
So this...
I say do it.
Ooh. Here's the thing, at the end of the day, it doesn't fucking matter, right? My friends started talking about this. They were angry, dude. They were arguing. This little fucking issue. I mean, like, shit was being thrown. I don't fucking know. It was just like, oh my god. We need to make a fucking document declaring every Uno rule. And that's no way to live. I don't know. I'm not gonna follow the board game to the T. Who plays Monopoly looking at the rules?
Okay. Your friends is arguing about the +4 +2 scenario.
Yes.
Like I said, I like all the spice. I want add it. Put the 4 on the 2. Put the 2 on the 4.
I think it's wrong.
Right.
I disagree.
You think it's wrong?
It honestly doesn't matter, but at the end of the day, it's wrong because distinctly visually, these are different cards.
I want to send you to the 7th circle of hell if given the chance in Uno.
Okay.
Not you specifically, like if I'm playing against you, whoever, if my enemy opponent is.
So you just want to keep the chain going? Is that what you're telling me? Cause
yeah, do you know it's like a fucking, it's like
it's Russian roulette. It's a bullet. It's fucking.
It's not even a roulette. It's a fucking.
It's
a special game high score. All right, you want the number go up. You know, it's like when you put a chain together and fucking bubble bobble.
It's a mini game within the game.
I'm not even bubble bobble. Fucking. What is it?
I would have believed you. I've never played Bubble Bobble.
Bejeweled.
Oh.
It's like Bejeweled, Candy Crush, all those stupid fucking games. You want that chain. You want that just again and again and again. You know? I mean,
oh, sure.
Except it's different this time because someone might be like shot in the fucking brain matter, but number go up.
Its number go up, but if that number land, then it's a fucking.
If it lands on me, so be it. All right. If I put the card down and you manage to loop it back to me, I'll just shake my head and be like,
"Well,
okay.
All right.
Then,
see, but here's the thing. You said if I put the card down, you didn't put the card down, buddy. It landed on you. I mean, it's just like fuck. All right, you deal with it, but goddamn.
So we're talking like a 5 circle, like a 5-player circle.
Yeah. Somebody starts it.
Player 1.
Somebody starts it, right? Because this is the rules we're going, right? Somebody goes +2, +2, +2, right? And you're like, okay, everything's the same. You're like 2 slots away, right? +4, +4, and then it lands on you. Right? You could have had the opportunity right there. If it was just those +2s, then that person would have been hit.
I hate you gave me actual immersion, and I felt the emotions that I did if I were in that game. I visually, my mental, my spiritual form in this hypothetical fucking Uno game literally got up and walked away. It walked away. If I got like a +20, I would walk away. I'm wrong. I'm actually upset.
You would have fucking just quit, just driven home.
There's no out. There's no out.
No,
your friends fucking put you in a 20-foot hole in the ground, and you're just supposed to climb out.
It's not that I don't respect the price. It's just like how this can become cruel and unusual punishment after a point.
Yeah. How about a new rule?
Okay.
You got like, okay, when you make a chain, it's like Super Uno or something. If you get like an over +10, you could take 10 out by like grabbing the game pliers and pulling a tooth out.
It's one or the other. +10 or let's see, that little molar in the back. Yeah. It's a little nasty. It's fucking. It's
you gotta
brutal.
buy a new pack like every like 3 games because they get stained.
Yeah, and then I saw they sell this shit. They sell a Uno pack that's only the wild cards, and I'm like, I feel like that's not fun anymore. You fucking
what?
It's just like, hey everybody, here's Russian roulette, but every chamber except one has a bullet. It's just like, what is this?
Hold on. All. Wa- this is real. Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. uh, this isn't. Then these aren't colors anymore. It's just like you put a card down, and you just hope you get like a weird card.
Yeah. But they're all
It's
kind
no
of
like
weird cards, right? Like that's.
in a sense, it's just simplified.
Oh, so this
And
is.
now all the cards just look stupid.
If anything, this is more pure Uno. Is that what you're saying?
No, this is a bastardization. Right? Just because something's simpler doesn't make it like more of an essence.
Oh damn! All right, uni taking a stand against minimalism here.
Like a life hack or something, or like
I mean,
as like an idea.
here's a life hack for you. Yeah, take profit over the take advantage of the under profited. Yeah, there's your life hack.
It was the fact that it was just like, no, this is actually a good idea. It works.
But I feel like, besides that just being like fucked up, but that's like a thing that's been taught, right? Like, even outside of this YouTube, it's just like,
yeah, that's a thing that's just taught by some people, especially those who are extremely privileged and scummy, I guess.
I mean, did you have an economy course in school at any point? Not even like college, just like high school or middle school or something.
I think there was, but I decided to take statistics instead.
Oh, that's fair. Economy counted as a social study for us, I think. So we had to take it.
There was economics in like the social studies elementary school, middle school, whatever class.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But it didn't stick.
I literally remember. Well, first of all, I remember of a video of a girl who was like, "Oh my god, you have." It's like she had $1, right? And the kid goes up to her, and he's like, "Hey, I'll give you I'll give you like 50 pennies for that $1." And she was like, "Oh hell yeah, 50 pennies? That's way more than $1. Not even just like worth it. It's just like it's more." So the fucking she took it, and it was just like, "Don't do this. That's stupid." But besides that,
Okay.
that's what they taught us. Besides that, though, they're like, also, here's what businesses do. They get the money from the employees, while like the boss on top makes a percentage of that money. So it's just like, but like, they kind of broke down the fact that it's just like, hey, these bosses are taking the employees' money. Like, I don't know.
The worst thing to come out of people's heads. Like, this is not even like a system thing or a capitalism thing. Maybe it is.
Sure.
Maybe it's just that ingrained that maybe I believe that it's just a human thing. But it's just a bullshit concept regardless, and people should know it. The title of leader doesn't really mean you get to have money for nothing.
Yeah, it means you're supposed to lead. Leading isn't nothing. It's leading. It's hard. But
Even if you are leading, who the fuck says you should get a lot more? I don't know. I mean, I guess it's hard, but
well, I mean, when you break it down, right? It's like, who said that? Oh, the leader did. I'm the leader, don't you know?
some people need organization. I know, but like, it's a very big thing where I feel like we need to see what the fuck you're doing all this time. That's like an issue with like landlords too. Is that how many hours in a week are you actually working, and the other fucking counting your little dollar bills and sitting on your ass? I don't know.
how many how many hours are you spending in your little bath with your rubber ducky and singing it and making funny voices? No, I mean, that's a fucking good point. And like, yeah, while you're saying it, I was like, fuck, dude, like, I don't know, we should probably be holding these people accountable, but because we never did it at the beginning, and I don't know even what the beginning is, but like
nobody wants to be like, hey, wait a second. Everyone just wants to. It's the whole thing where it's like nobody wants to change the idea of a leader getting money for nothing, because that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants money for nothing. So if that title exists, they have something to want, to desire, to chase after. If being a leader doesn't mean that, then they feel like everything's miserable. They're so brainwashed into thinking that they need to work hard to get that job where you get paid for doing nothing. Because it's not what we all want.
I mean,
it's not what we all want, to do nothing.
But no,
and to get money for nothing.
It's not what we all want.
A lot of people
do want
just
that.
Want that.
I know, and it's like, well, it's just like, it's people. It's kind of the same idea of like winning the lottery. You know, it's like, hey, it's free money, but it's like, no, there's always a catch to free money. First off, and like,
sometimes it's not even people's fault.
It's like, not. It's just like it makes.
It's part of that. You know what? Ices aren't good anymore.
What's not good anymore?
Ices. Or were they ever good to begin with?
I wonder. I actually do think about this, because it's nostalgia. And you want to know my take? Ices are good, but only in movie theaters.
What do you mean?
Is that when I only have an Icee when I go to the movies. Like every time I have an Icee anywhere else, I'm like, you know what? I'm not here for it.
I feel like Ices are only good for 5 minutes, and then they're ass.
Oh, sure, yeah, that's fair. But it's like, I don't know if this is blasphemous to say, but I'm not gonna eat movie theater popcorn for more than 5 minutes outside of a movie theater. Like, I don't think movie theater popcorn, and I'm not talking about like, oh, you make your own movie theater popcorn, you like pop it yourself. I'm talking about like the stuff that's at the movie theater that you buy there. I'm not gonna like eat it. I eat it to get in a headspace. I feel the same way about Ices, and I'm not sure if it's like it's like as soon as I leave the theater and I have an Icee in my hand, I'm like, get this out. Like, ugh, what am I?
You know what I think it is? I think you are still tasting the same Icee, but you don't want to let go because you paid like $7.
I mean, sure, yeah, that's part of the flavor, ain't it? It's the regret of spending $7.
Oh man, I sure love this Icee flavor of fucking.
Being held against my will.
I love scam flavor.
Oh, buddy, yeah, there's plenty of that to go around.
It's like it's hold on. Let me look this up real quick. I want to make sure I'm about to use this for the first time naturally. Hold on.
Google? Yeah, that shit crazy.
Catch-22. It's a catch-22.
Oh, it's a catch-22. What is a catch? Can you describe to me what a catch-22? Hold on, I actually don't. I'm not sure if I understand what catch-22. Like, I get the idea of it, but now that you were like bringing it up, I'm like, what does catch-22 actually mean?
It's. I mean, I kind of got the gist, but it's better if I just read the definition.
All right.
A problematic situation for which the only solution is denied by a circumstance inherent in the problem or by a rule.
Oh.
So what I'm saying is 5 minutes. All you get is 5 minutes to enjoy a flavor evening, a balance of flavor of slush and flavor of the syrup.
Mm-hmm.
You give them 5 minutes, but you can't get it in 5 minutes because if you do, you get a fucking brain freeze.
Oh. Because that shit'll melt and be nasty.
It's gonna melt and be nasty after 5 minutes, but you can't take it all in 5 minutes because that'll hurt your goddamn brain.
Well, yeah, because you go, hey, can I get a small Icee? And they're like, sure. Do you want the small in 24 or 32 ounce? So, yeah, I know. So now you have to suck up this fucking gallon of Icee in 5 minutes. Yeah, now that you mention it.
And even then, if they're like give you little like fighting like pudding cups of this shit, they're like $5.
Do you think they should give out Icy Shots? Is that what you're just fucking slamming them back? What
That's
a
what
day!
I'm saying.
Bartender, another blue raspberry.
Another Coca-Cola.
Slide it over. No. They slide it over, right, to like it in your hand. You see the cup, and it zooms out, and the bartender is the Icy Bear.
This is a commercial. It's like you slide
Yeah.
it over, you catch it with like a very sexy slush slop, like splashes over your hand. It's like not even actually icy. It's just like gelatin.
Yeah, it goes down smooth, even though it's icy.
Yeah, and then you're in the commercial. You look at the fucking Icy Bear. He nods his head and like last like 2 frames, he like bites his lip.
It's like a horror movie when like the last 2 frames, like it's like the corpse opens its eyes, but it's the bear biting its lip, and then it's a hard cut away. Like you hear like the music kind of swell, like and then it's like Icy.
Icy Shots.
Icy Shots. Icy Wiener. Oh, crud.
But you can't have 3 Icy Shots in your vicinity. That goes against the whole thing. You have to have an Icy, in there. You take the shot, and you have to go ask for another or get it out of the freezer.
Wait, hold on. The issue is that... So how many Icy Shots? 2 Icy Shots is your max.
Have as many as you fucking want, but in moderation. But also, you can't have them out in the open altogether. It's like it needs to stay in the machine.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Alright, do not ask for them to pour you 2 and then you have them leaving there. That's still the problem.
The problem... You're worried about the freshness.
It's always been about the freshness.
It's always... No, I know. It's always been about the freshness, and I agree. But I'm trying to think, how do we solve the freshness issue of the Icee?
We just solved it. We just...
Just ice, just shots. All right.
We solved it. We solved it.
And
Shots.
And if you sell Icee in a container that's bigger than a shot, you lose your Icee license. Also, you get
crazy.
fucking...
Some people are weirdos and do like that melty shit. I don't know. Kids like a big cup. That's what gives the kids the satisfaction of having a big cup of soon-to-be gross water.
So now in this bar, we have a kid's meal and an adult meal, right? It's like, kids meal, they get 32-ounce Icee, right? Adults meal, refined Icee. We market it. It's a classy Icee. Icy Rosé.
It comes in a blank black cup, but a purple font of Icee cursive.
It's like kind of blacklight neon. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
$1 million. Yay,
Icee on the rocks. Yay, free money.
Can we get a free money on 3? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Free money. Oh man, I'm glad this shit paid off. I'm glad you know what? I'm glad I never was against free money, because now that I actually have it, it's really great.
Yay, and I'm gonna keep it all to myself. Actually, it's a good idea. Getting my free money.
What's that?
and putting it into something stupid like stocks and getting more money for nothing.
Hey, for nothing.
I'm getting paid because I use my brain.
I'm in a drive-thru a Burger King. Can I please get a Whopper Jr. with onion rings? Make it a meal so I can get a drink. No, I'm not finished, that's not everything. Can I please get a double Whopper with no cheese? Can I please get a number 2 with a large drink? I got money so I don't care how much it costs me.
Oh, God. You know when water goes down the wrong way, but you don't want to be a fucking wuss and cough? Ugh, hate that shit.
No, I like coffee. It shows my presence in a room.
You walk in.
Yeah.
All right. No, that's fair.